What's going on, guys? It's Sagan here. Welcome back to another video where we're talking about Instagram marketing, e-commerce, influencer marketing campaigns, and a whole lot about how you can grow your brand, your agency, your business online. I'm scrolling through YouTube right now on basically doing market research on what's going around with trends on Instagram right now. The reason why I'm not looking into TikTok is because it's too easy. Instagram is a dying art. It's a dying platform. And I've been talking about that since 2022 when I had over 1 million followers and I was making about 5 to 7,000 just on promotions every month. And if you want to check that out, we're going to review some of my work in this video later. But I don't think that's important. Going through the trends, if you look how to find trends on Instagram, you're going to see a bunch of YouTube videos on how to do keyword research, how to do a hashtag strategy, how to post and schedule content, and how to follow trends and find music. All of these things are stuff that everybody knows about. Everybody knows that you have to find viral hashtags. Everybody knows that you have to do 3 to 4 times more posts to get your account indexed so that people start seeing your niched account. If that's something that you don't know, then what are you doing? What are you doing here? You know, like, I don't mean to be like that, but I've been working on Instagram for a very long time. I've grown followers. 20,000 is chump change for me. Like, I'm a multimillionaire when it comes to social media, Instagram growth, TikTok, YouTube growth. I've got 5,000 without even trying subscribers on my YouTube. And that's just because I understand what makes traffic happen. Um, and that's kind of how you have to experiment with social media. When you talk about social media, utilize all of the tricks, utilize all of the platform's features, reels, carousels, videos, stories, sliders, tagging, collaborating posts. You need to do it all, and you need to find a way for you to funnel that traffic once you have it onto another platform like a website. So I'm going to go to my website here. This is just one of my websites. This is my agency site. It's a very simple site on how you can grow your Instagram, your TikTok, your YouTube, and it's an education company basically on how to grow and understand the landscape of social media. It's very simple. And what you want to do overall is you want to be able to capture people and audiences from your social media account and then bring it to life by captivating them and putting them basically in your database, your email base. And that's what I have people paying me over $2,500 a month to do, is really segment out the traffic from Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and bring it to a database where we can just hone in all of that data and start marketing directly to the warm audience who's already engaging with your content. So the problem that I see and continue to see going back to Instagram, why you're failing on Instagram isn't because you don't have the right hashtags. I highly doubt it. If you know how to segment for hashtags, and this is how you do it, I'll tell you in 10 seconds. You look for the most common hashtag you can think of in your niche. If you're going to say Hawaii page, I'm from Hawaii and I want to grow my own personal brand. I grew 15,000 followers on Hawaii TikTok within 3 months because I found a page that was doing well, 500,000 followers, copied their hashtags, and then went down that stream of hashtags, found other pages that were doing well in engagement, post within the last hour, find their hashtags, see that it's doing well, mix them both together, do a split test, and with those hashtags, I began creating different posts using the two different bundles of hashtags and start growing. You need to be smart in how you find um, or at least have a collective mind of seeing other people are doing well and how do you replicate how they did well. Somebody who made over $300,000 with just promotions on one page in a year when I was 16 years old. He taught me everything about Instagram. All he said to me was, once you find what works, capitalize on it. So when you find what works, and you find a successful way to brand or hook or make a YouTube video that has a lot of engagement, all you need to do is go back to it and dissect it and figure out why it did well, and then do it over and over again. This is the only way you can become successful and start actually having results for your Instagram or in life in general. Is be very analytical, be results driven, figure out what works and what doesn't work, and do that for yourself. So when I look at these Instagram pages, they highlight things like finding trending sounds on Instagram, finding the right hashtags on Instagram, post frequency. When do you post? Is it during the middle of the day? Is it New York time? Is it Dubai time? Are you traveling? What's going on? My simple rhythm and my simple flow that had me creating hundreds of thousands of followers within months is literally just finding what works with Instagram and finding what works in your niche and doing things that are cohesive to that niche. I have this, or I had this brand called Explore Japan. Um, and what it did was it just posted content about, and this is the page here in its early days. And this is like really early days, like 2020, and we have like 76.9K followers back in this old analytic view of Instagram. And what I did was I literally partnered with different photographers, content creators, and I scaled to over 300,000 followers on one account, and then I had two different accounts with a whole collective following of a million, which I actually like. It only took me 2 years to get a million followers. It took me about 1 year to get to 100K followers, and it took me 6 months to get my first 10,000 followers. So it's really what I'm going to boil down success to on Instagram isn't how often, and this is me collecting emails from a story post. I would do that all the time. This is when I would break strides, had 2.7 million accounts reached in 30 days. And if you look here, the traffic is always above around 200,000 or five, and at sometimes, some days it's 500K accounts and above that I'm reaching. It's literally just because I understand how and when to post. And the rhythm for that is you post 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night. Doesn't matter where you are. And you choose the cadence and style and topic of posts that you want to talk about. If you're in the Japan niche like I was, or the travel niche, all you need to do is figure out 3 topics to talk about. One, how can people benefit from your page, and then how does it have to do with travel? Two, you want to have something entertaining, a content where it talks about how to travel this way or what experience you can travel if you go there. Bring FOMO to somebody and deliver that feeling to them. Translate that feeling. It's just like film. And then another post where it's a carousel just highlighting the beauty of, for example, we're talking about travel, the locations you can travel to. And these 3 styles of posts, you post every single day 3 times, and then you're doing 3 times on story where people can react to you, a slider where they can show emotion, a vote where it's a yes or no, or asking them about a specific travel tip, and then collecting their email at the end. You have 3 different types of ways of engaging with somebody and then funneling them down to getting more information at the end where you can engage with them. Because at the end of the day, a million followers is fine. 10 million followers is fine. If I reach 2.7 million accounts in 30 days or 10 million accounts in 1 week, like I have before, It doesn't matter unless you actually capture the audience. And what I mean by that is with these, like this is a scan of September 18th, September 24th this year. And we're looking at a million interaction, 1.4 million interactions in 7 days. And that means literally nothing. Like it literally means nothing because Instagram doesn't pay you anything but subscriptions, which is only maximum maybe $10 per subscription. You're not going to get any money like that. If you want 3 to 5 to 7,000 per month on your Instagram page, you got to do two things. If you have a brand, you need to make a professional account and then make a niche target market account where all of that is funneling, all of the posts are funneling around a niche to your brand. That's all you need to do. And this is weird. I just heard, I'm in Nairobi right now. It's raining and I just heard a horse galloping by. Swear that the craziest things distract me. But back to the subject, you won't do anything with 64,000 likes in 1 week like it's showing here, or 81,000 post interactions, unless you get them to your email list or you get them to your database where they want to interact with you further. And so that's my spiel, guys. Post 3 times per day, story and on post. Like, utilize all the tools. And then what I'm going to say is have a collection system, have a link tree, have a landing page where people can get something free from you and something beneficial that's outside of social media. Because when this, let's say Instagram crashes tomorrow, let's say TikTok takes over, it doesn't matter. You're going to lose all that you've gained or tried to gain on Instagram by doing measly posts and trying to find a way to grow followers. It's not important about your following. It's important how you capture data. And so if you think about it like that, you're going to start structuring your posts better. You're going to start being able to make more content for a specific purpose. And if you want to really succeed on Instagram, the best thing for you to do is literally just post frequently, create or aggregate more content on your page. Create 2 different pages, one professionally for your business and one for a community where you can just have a general niche and grab all of the people in that niche and bring interest to your product or to your videos and then to your product. And that's all you need to do. People make literally thousands and thousands of dollars per month on Instagram still because they understand how to go from point A to point B to point C, meaning from a post to a collection system like an email, like MailChimp or like a Shopify store where you can email capture and sequence people, and then to your store where they actually purchase, talk to you, or receive your free product. Whether that may be a digital product, a guide, a course, it doesn't matter. What has to happen is you're posting frequently, you have an optimized page, you're engaging with other collaborators, you're doing collaboration posts, you have a small faction of people in your niche where you can rely on and talk to, and you make collaboration posts every week. You do this, you do like 6 total posts, 3 story, 3 on your main page per day, and you always make content. You schedule out 30 days, 90 posts per month. You cannot fail. You will be making $2,000 within the next 2 to 3 months if you do the method of 90 posts every day. Don't skip a day, doing morning, noon, and night, just checking in with their followers and growing them, and then doing outbound engagement. People think follow for follow is a myth. Like, it's still a thing. Everything that people have said, oh, this is not a thing anymore, follow for follow is dead, like for like is dead, commenting in people's inboxes are dead, liking people's story based on people's engagement and likes on another page is dead. All of these things are things that you need to do to get a leg up. You don't need to be better than anybody. You don't even need to have better content than anyone. All you need to do is show up more than everyone else. And that's how I literally have 10 million accounts reached in 7 days, is because I literally just do so much more than everybody else. This YouTube channel is only a side of how much content that I make. People, you need to understand, just do more, find everything and do everything. Be calculated and just be always present, and you'll have a large database, you'll have a large following, you'll build a large brand. It doesn't matter. You can figure it out if you can show up. All right, guys, that's been a quick video on my rant on what I see wrong with the ecosystem, telling you how to grow Instagram on YouTube. It doesn't matter where you look, you're getting the wrong information. If you follow this video to a T, then you'll be able to grow online. If you want help on how to grow your Instagram page, like I did, and the multiple brands that I've worked with before, go to socialmedia.io or give me a DM and I'll help you out. Doesn't matter. I have some free guides set up as well. You can see them on my site or you can ask me for them. It doesn't matter. All right, guys, it's been a good one. I'm frustrated about this because it's about time people start making real gains on Instagram. All right, take it easy, guys. Peace.